Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Rukari, and this is Steins. Now, a fair bit of warning. I'm probably going to sound a little funny in this episode, because 2 days before recording this, I had a broken tooth extracted, and there is still very much a large hole in my teeth. My face is kind of swelled, and I'm having trouble figuring out how to talk around this issue, but nevertheless, we're going to press on. So hot. What are you, in Arizona? Can't be that bad. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. Also, I've got mail. I should probably look at that. Who's messaging me? Oh, it's Lukako! That poor boy that has to suffer through being my friend. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might have happened to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much, I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samirare. Okay, exorcism. It wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods. You need to protect dignity and confidence. Work on it. Rude. What would a traditional ceremony entail? I need details. Don't tell me it's an ancient forbidden secret. Okay. Don't worry. Thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. I don't want to be a dick to him. I'm gonna ask him what a more traditional ceremony... I don't know. There's part of me... I want to reassure him even if I'm feeding into this idiot's, delusions. I want to be nice to Lukako. He needs the support. Alrighty. I think that's it. Alrighty. So you're at university. I grab an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yorobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu stabbing, but turn up nothing. So, were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? John Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Nope, that's not the one. This one. IBM. Okay, so it's just an IBM joke. Okay. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. Creutzfeldt-Jakob. Bovine spongiform encephal... Oh, mad cow disease. Okay. Interesting. So he predicted mad cow disease. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. Supposedly, this person is going to time travel in 14 years. We'll have to check back in and see. At one point, his predictions gained popularity, even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other, too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time traveler. Lol. John Titor. Lol. More details on the time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? Alrighty, who is CERN? French acronym for Société Européenne pour la Recherche Nucléaire, or the European Society for Nuclear Research. Interesting. World's largest? Okay. I know this is based on something else. I just can't remember the name for it right now. Blame the pain medicine. And yeah, trolling is trolling. Alrighty. There's not too much interesting here. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machines for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace, founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Lol. Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash your doing? Wait, guys, Taito-san doesn't understand at-channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole. Interesting. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud.
What's a dystopia?
How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Little dated, little awkward. Look at the Ukraine and Russia now. More accurate.
Who asked you to change the future? You trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords.
My time machine is a prototype, reverse-engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single, all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anyone who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Lol. Help me as a troll.
So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, Lamau, will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit. Am I right?
I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cess? Of course the internet would ask that. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physical research institution. That hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self.
If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics or GTFO.
The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. Lol, what? I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. Lol. Backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thank you for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. I feel like he just posted his password. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on Act Channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. My tongue feels weird in my mouth. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japan. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on @channel. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago when I was 8. Bizarre, this just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? Titor may be real. I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I have been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I send an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen. He means May Queen plus Nyan squared, a maid cafe. Of course he goes to maid cafes. Why am I not surprised? Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. God damn it. There's always gotta be one. May Queen plus Nyan squared is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramaba Shidori, take a left at Sumakoisaka Crossing, and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radican incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrances The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落
We
か
are
ら
here now in
一夜明けた秋葉原です
Akihabara, the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station.
墜落した人工衛星
The
が
satellite's
どこの
origin
国
is
の
still
もの
under
なのかについては
investigation. We're told that it
現在
can't be
も
removed
調査中
until the authorities have more
詳しいことがわ
information.
かる警察の発表によりますと
According to the police,
爆
the
発などの
satellite
危
does
険は
not
今のとこ
appear
ろ
to be
ないというこ
dangerous.
とですが
However, tourists and
秋
local
葉原を
business
訪れ
owners
た
have
買い物
raised
客や
concerns.
地元商店街の
The
関
media
係
has
者からは
dozens of cameras
不安
set
の
up
声が
outside
上
of
が
the
っていま
police
す
line. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin and the fact that it's perched precariously in a building and could potentially fall at any moment, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radican, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. You literally can't distinguish reality from fantasy, but that's beside the point. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. What the heck? She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait!
Wait! I don't know why that sounded so funny. She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native-level English? Hey, you with the phone camera! Wait! Please wait! She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures! Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. Answer my question, are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. Silent as always. I like your hair. You're not? Dead air. Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Nothing going on. Is she even listening? Is she a robot? Sorry. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something. If I upset you... She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo. I was shooting the scenery. Her fingers dance across her phone keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. The scenery? You're a tourist? Or is she one of those people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明。自分が
It's
今日
proof
どこを
of
歩い
where
た
I
か。
was today.
変なやつだな。
You're a strange lady. Like you're one to talk.
桐生萌香。
Kiru Moeka.
Huh?
Hmm?
名前。
My name. I guess she's introducing herself. Maybe she has memory loss issues? That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがある。
I have a question for you. May I?
それより写真を。
First, the photo.
都市伝説。
There's an urban
秋葉
legend
原の。
in Akihabara.
知らない。
Have you heard of it? An urban legend? What's she talking about? Don't tell me there is a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld? I've remained in this town for far too long. I'll need to make plans. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad though.
幻の
The
レトロ
Phantom
PC。
Retro PC. Pah.
レトロ PC。
Yeah, I'm with you. Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod.
秋葉原のどこかに。
They say there's one in Akihabara.
そうか。
Uh-huh. Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC という。
A Retro PC? You mean like a 98? Like Windows 98? That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
いいえ、
No.
これ。
This. She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar.
IBM 5100。
An IBM 5100. That's the... Okay, so 98 is the 98... Some Japanese PC series. Doujinshi fan manga, Maid Cafe, Dystopia. But, yeah, IBM was the company that John Titor wanted the computer for. An IBM 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした
That's
PC
the computer John Titor tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think.
見たことは。
You've seen one?
ない。
No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No.
これも。
This could be the choice of Steins Gate.
詳しい人。
Know anyone who might
ダ
know?
ルならば詳しく知っている。
Daru probably knows more about it.
そいつは俺の my favorite
He's my favorite right arm, a super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6 mainframe.
実力の持ち主なのだ。
And the MI6 part is a slight exaggeration, just a slight exaggeration because you know it's the secret intelligence in England and not like anywhere near Japan. Also, you are not that good. You are college students. If it ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. Totally true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus Nyang Squared. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では俺は行く。
Well, I'm off, lady. Media scrum in moderation.
ほどほどにな。
What's media scrum? Oh, I don't know what this... It's not important. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd.
何をする？
What are you doing?
メールアド。
Your email,
教えて。
please?
何が狙いだ？
What are you after?
スーパーハッカー。
The super hacker. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. You're defenseless with him, too. I don't think either of you can take anyone in a fight. My only other ally is my Yuri, whose skills amount to costume design. I refuse. I'll never give up Daru. I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. Obviously. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me. I love the image of this random redhead just chasing this idiot. Stop following me! Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is the picture of me that she took. Hey, you still haven't deleted it?
教えてくれたら
Tell me,
削除する
and I'll delete it.
この俺を脅すとは
You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for?
何者だ
I attempt to glare her into submission. You couldn't glare a toddler into submission. But her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective.
私が
Rintaro used glare. It's not very effective. She hesitates for a second.
アークリライトの
Work part-time
バイト
at Arc Rewrite. Rewrite. Wow, that's really hard to say with my mouth the way it is.
なんだそれは
What's that?
ヘンプロ
An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? Yes. The most depressing looking people often make the best writers because we're better with paper words than mouth words. Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you?
記事にするつもりだな
The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換条件に乗ろう
Very well, I accept your terms. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed.
そうか
Of course.
この女
This woman is an
能
esper.
力者か
I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. Or she grew up in the cell phone era and learned how to type fast. So, weirdo. She's not psychic. You are just psycho. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds.
名前は
Name?
大院京馬
Oin Kyoma, mad scientist. Mostly mad, not much scientist. How is it spelled?
フェニックスの鳳凰に院そして凶悪なる真実
First Hyo for phoenix, then in, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. That is a stupid name. Agreed, huh?
フェニックスの鳳凰に院
You can say it as many times as you want, it's still not gonna make sense. I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of Hyoin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side.
こう
Like this?
なんだこれはふざけるな俺の罠をバカにするつもりか
What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? Ho owing your mama. Beautiful. She lowers her head a little more, an apologetic bow, I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ
Just hand me your phone. I'll enter it. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all her might, or like a woman who doesn't want this weirdo to steal her phone. What does she think I'm gonna do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I just ask her for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me your name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. That's not weird at all. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. It's just to give her my name. Oh, I actually have to do something for once. Esper, telepathy, whatever. Phone, contacts. This lady. There we go. She's staring at her phone. I don't think I've ever met someone who made less eye contact. After a few seconds, her phone receives the email.
Okabe Rintaro.
Okabe Rintaro. What? How do you know that name?
今のカラメールに
From the blank email. Damn, my email is still linked to my real name. I must change it at once. That's just my alias. I'll send another one with my true.
いいわ
No, this is fine. Nonsense! I am not Okabe Rintaro, but who? Oh, shut up. She's not really buying it. Did you delete the picture? She nods slightly. I think. Do you think? It's really hard to tell. Her body language is as subdued as her voice. She's gotta be from the future, right? From like the weird controlling future where you're like not allowed to express yourself. If you deleted it, then prove it. She silently shows me her screen. The only picture remaining is the one of that computer. That's a relief.
メール
I'll email you later.
聞いといて
So ask, okay? About what?
都市伝説
The urban legend. Oh, that. I almost forgot. And with that, Shining Finger wanders off. Throughout the encounter, she kept the same cool expression. Actually, I don't think we ever once made eye contact. Oh god. Welcome back, yeah, sir. Oh god. I opened the door to the Maid Queen plus Nyan Squared Maid Cafe, and two familiar cat ear girls greet me with smiles. I'm dying inside. It's Okarin! Oh no! Oh no! One of them is Mayuri. But here, she's called Mayushi Nyan Nyan. Oh god. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe. Welcome back, Okarin. After bowing again, Mayuri gasped as if she thought of something. Hey, Okarin! Mayushi just noticed something! So, in Japanese, welcome back is Okairi. Like Okairimasu, welcome back. And his name is Okarin. So it's Okairi Okairin. Welcome back and Okarin go really well together. Whatever. Kyoma, it's great that you came, nya. The other maid who came to greet me, Ferris Nyan Nyan, her professional name of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cute cat-like gestures. She's May Queen plus Nyan Squared's most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger. That's not a good thing in this situation.
ダルニャンも来てるにゃ。間違ってきてるにゃ。
Darinyan's here too. He's been waiting, yeah. Daru frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Ferris. Creeper. He often reads her public blog while muttering, "Ferris, you're so cute," to himself. He's got it real bad. Oh, I don't like him. I don't like any. I don't like you too. But men can go die, except for Lukako. Lukako is fine. I keep telling him to choose either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me.
ショーも
Are you holding another secret meeting to overthrow the evil organization? Yeah? Yeah, something like that.
フェイリスも混ぜてほしいにゃ。
Ferris wants to join too, yeah?
やめとけ。
Oh, this is awkward. No
猫
chance.
耳メイドが太刀打ちで
The organization isn't threatened by cat-eared maids.
そんなことないにゃ。
Not true, yeah. Ferris has the perfect secret technique to help take them down.
何あの
What? You finally mastered that secret technique?
そうにゃ。
Yes,
ギア
yeah.
ナ高地での
After completing my pilgrimage to the Guyana Highlands and overcoming my mentor's death, I finally mastered it. What mentor? Ferris knows my true name, Yoyin Kyoma. I've also told her all about the organization. And now she's more into it than I am. She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. Finally, someone more delusional than you. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of this secret technique or whatever it is.
だから今日ま
So Ferris wants to participate in the spirit conference like you promised, yeah? She's not letting it go. This is what happens when you get involved in this fantasy world and try to bring other people into it. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her. You're not suggesting we venture to the sanctuary?
ダメだ。
The answer is no, although you may understand the hidden secrets, you're still too inexperienced, like you're one to talk.
約束して
But you promised, yeah?
今日まが
Are you going to betray me?
それにあの場所にはフェイリスのお兄ちゃんが
My brother is waiting for me there. Since when do you have a brother? And what the hell's the spirit conference anyway? Ferris looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, you can only take it so far. There's actually someone too delusional for this lunatic. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris only has delusions and a made-up backstory. Oh my god, I hate this man. I always have to play along like I do. I'm stuck in your head. This is your punishment for making me deal with you. That's why I feel like I can never best her. I don't quite get it, but can Mayushi go to the sanctuary too?
サンクチュアリー
Great, now look who's joined in. It's just going to get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now.
来なくていい。
You can't come. This discussion is over.
今日まだってずるい
No fair, Kyoma!
そうだよ
That's right! Leaving Mayushi and Ferris-chan behind is mean.
フェリスとは誰だ？
Who is Ferris?
フェリスちゃんはフェリスちゃんだよ
Ferris-chan is Ferris-chan, right?
ね
Right! Mayuri and Ferris look at each other and smile. Is she talking about this Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought. You don't even know who you are.
マユシはいい
Well, Mayushi has a hard time saying Ferris, so I call her Ferris-chan instead.
なんだそういうことか。
Oh, so that's it.
なんだか女学院みたい
It's like we're in a girls' school. That's not too tabby. Okay, then moving on.
いいからさっさと案内
Show me
して
to the table already. How long do you want me to stand here waiting?
ご
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Table for two this way, Nyan.
まゆしご案
Mayushi, I'll leave it to you, Nyan Nyan.
任せてにゃんにゃん
Leave it to me, Nyan Nyan. If you hadn't noticed, the cat-eared maids here at May Queen plus Nyan Squared are required to add cat sounds, nyas and nyans, to their words with some frequency. Not disturbing at all. Mayuri takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently Mayushi Nyan Nyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. It probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect it has on her customers. And that's why she's second to Ferris in popularity at this maid cafe. She guides me to Daru's table. The tables are about 60% full. Among Akira's maid cafes, May Queen plus Nyan Squared's popularity is solid but not booming. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and Nyanyanian dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and first-timers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears! Cat ears plus maid equals 2 times moe! These two viewpoints clash. Oh, I've got mail! Nope, that's the wrong button. Lukako. I asked Mayuri-chan about what it is you're fighting against, but she just laughed and didn't answer. What should I do? I want to help, Kyoma-san. You don't need to know. Not yet. Eventually, if Steins Gate so chooses, you will learn the truth, whether you're ready or not. Okay. Yeah, it's really my only option. Sorry, Lukako. I feel so bad for you. Alrighty. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least, that's what Daru says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses.
ダルくん
Okarin is here, Nyan.
遅すぎでしょマジで
You're way late. Seriously, man. Daru sits in front of me, but he doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason.
それで
So what were you just talking about with Ferris? I want details. You really want to know? I don't think you'd understand it. Hell, I didn't even get most of it.
ああ
The usual.
フェイリスタンとオカリンの
Your
会話
conversations are too much for regular otaku. You guys exude an aura or something, you know?
二人だけの固有結界張り上がっ
It's
て
like you two have your own reality marble. You know I can't forgive you. Oh, he's pissed because I was talking to a girl. Yeah, another Chundio thing. A type of magecraft in which the user overwrites the world with a pocket dimension based on his or her emotional experience. Often used in ordinary conversation to speak of couples flirting in public, immersed in their old world, not caring about the pain they are inflicting on others. True that.
フェリスちゃんもオカリン
I
の
think
こと気に入ってるみたいだな
Fetish-chan likes Okarin, Nya.
お店の子
Of all the maids and masters here, Nya, the only one who can keep up with Fetish-chan is you, Okarin.
についていけるのはね
I'm not even close to keeping up with her.
そんなオカリンに嫉妬
I'm so jealous, you lucky bastard. I have no interest in women who dress in themselves in lies.
今日のお前が言うなすれば
Like, you're one to talk.
黙れ浮気野郎めが
Silence, you unfaithful bastard. All your 2D wives are crying.
ぐはー痛いところ
You
疲れ
struck a
た
nerve, man. Daru theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table.
で
Master, may I take your order,
注文
Nya?
はお決まり
オムライス
Omelet rice and hot coffee, black.
かしこまりますにゃんにゃん
Coming right up, Nyan Nyan. Why? After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way towards the counter as is swimming between the rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip.
で僕
I hope it ends up on your head. So, What did you need? Daru asks without getting up from the table. That's right. In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Cat Girl, I almost forgot my original objective. I was gonna head to the lab in about an hour. I have an urgent matter to discuss. Top secret. I lean on the table and scan the area without moving my head. You remember John Titor? John Titor? Who's that? The self-proclaimed time traveler who appeared on the internet about 10 years ago. I thought we talked about him before. Is this a new addition to your made-up backstory? It's nothing like that! Everything I say is the truth! What a pain. Well, I guess I can play along. So what's the source on this Titor guy being from the future? Wait, you seriously never heard about him before? Seriously, bro, I haven't. Sure you didn't just forget? I can't say for sure. There are even books about him. I might remember if you show me one. You really don't remember? Memories fade. We're not computers, man. The world's changing around you, man. This is wrong. I remember talking to Daru about John Titor back in high school. It was only idle talk, so it's possible that Daru forgot about it. Daru is quite the internet addict, but the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee that Daru looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken? Or everyone else's? Then what about the IBM 5100? You know about that? Cool. So you know about it? It's the model IBM released back in 1975. That's right, that's what John Titor said on @channel. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBM 5100, then leaped to 1998. What kind of computer is it? The stupidly expensive kind. Back when it came out, computers were so expensive that average people couldn't get their hands on them. It was full of proprietary IBM technology. It was a pretty powerful computer for its time. Then, 6 years later, in 1981, IBM launched the popular IBM PC series. Now that's more famous. Anyways, it's not like I'm an expert. This is just stuff I read on a wiki. Have you heard the urban legend that there's one in Akiba? You bet I have. Just last month there was big talk about it on the net. Some @channelers heard the rumors and went searching for it. My friend on Frepara, Sister Centipede. Oh, ah! Oh no, wait, how do I go back? There we go. Some @channelers heard the rumor and went searching for it. My friend on Frepara, Sister Centipede, was the main person behind that. Even the legendary Nightheart Third Blitz channel joined the fray, but they still couldn't find it. So it was just a hoax? Who knows? There are tons of underground shops in Akiba. It wouldn't be strange if an IBM 5100 suddenly turned up in some hole in the wall. Like in the Brawn Tube workshop? That'd be kind of funny. I see. My phone suddenly starts vibrating. I've got mail. Shut up. Ah, the shining finger. Okabe-san, I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu Morika. I am a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time at Arkwright. Sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akihabara for work, and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, Lamau. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it, so don't worry. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking like this, Okabe-kun, but it would be super great if you could ask your friend, the super hacker, about the IBM 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is that picture I showed you. I'll attach an image. I'll attach the image, but absolutely, positively, really, be absolutely, positively sure to reply, okay? I'll be waiting. And if you could... I lost track of where I am. And if you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye, Moeka. Okay. She is really extra in text form. Oh, come on. What's with this mail? Disregarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of a Radican? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? Look, some of us just have social anxiety, okay? Be nice to us! Well, I got some info about the IBN 5100, so I guess I should give her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, won't I come off as clingy and desperate like you already are? I, Hyoin Kyoma, will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which one of us is the superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Mwahahahaha. Let's ignore it. Rude. This is out of kindness.
待たせたな、誰。
Sorry for the wait, Daru.
それで、
So, there's one thing I need to know. I scan the area with my eyes closed once more, and then I lean in close.
IBN 5100は
The IBN 5100 has the power to destroy the world, right?
なんでだよ。
What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the damn world.
にゃーに
What's this,
世界滅亡しちゃうのかにゃ
The world's gonna be destroyed now? Ferris brings my omelet rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced on one hand, a true feline agility. Despite her nyan-nyanian nonsense, Ferris is the consummate professional.
ご主人様、お待たせしました。
Master, thanks for waiting, Nyan-nyan. Omelette rice, Nyan. The cat girl puts the omelet rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. She uses it to write "The world is doomed" in red letters upon the omelet's blank yellow canvas.
世界滅亡前に
Please enjoy your meal before the world ends.
おお、世界がやばい、来たー。
Whoa, the world is doomed for the win! Ferris's handwriting is so cute it puts my omelet in danger too! It appears the cuteness has shattered Daru's sanity. I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. I smooth out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon, erasing the ketchup words.
ああ、もったいない。
What a waste! I'm going to eat it either way.
ダルニャンダルニャンフェイリス
Darunyan, Darunyan, have you considered participating in the Ferris Cup, yeah?
ああ、もちろん。
Yeah, of course, I'm participating.
フェイリス杯
Ferris Cup, what's that? I take a mouthful of omelet rice.
次の日曜日にこの町で
Next Sunday, we're hosting a Ride-At tournament at the cafe, yeah? Ferris starts dancing in place. I'd prefer she not jump around like that when people are eating nearby.
フェイリスはその
Ferris is the event organizer. It's all my idea, yeah?
シップなの。よかったら今日も参加
You can participate too if you want, Kyoma. Entrance fee is 1,000 yen and includes a drink. Whoever beats Ferris gets to enjoy some of Ferris' homemade cooking, yeah?
無理無理。
It'll never happen. Okarin sucks at Ride-At.
にゃー
Aw, but it's so fun.
いいなら
No, I'm fine. I stop shoveling the omelet rice into my mouth, then I deliver a melancholy sigh.
ライネット
Rhinet Access Battlers, huh? Whenever I hear that name, I remember the former champion. Has it already been 2 years? No, it's nothing. Forget what I said.
Nya nya,
That sounded so serious, Nya. Who was the former champion, Nya?
He probably doesn't exist. I mean, Rhinet didn't even have official tournaments until about a year ago.
Kyoma, you still can't forget him, can you, Nya?
What?
I remember that you and the champion, my brother, were such good friends, Kyoma. You were so close it made me jealous, Nya.
Oh my god! Yeah, she's stealing your story. Damn it, she took my story and ran with it again! I never even said anything about him being her brother. You know you're making it up as you go along. Hell, I don't even know if Ferris even has siblings. I shouldn't have talked about stuff like this in front of Ferris.
But it's time to let go of the past. Seize the day with your own paws.
Her shout resounds through the store. Her fingers snaps at me.
Even though it's painful. No, because it's painful. I succeeded my brother's dying wish and perfected my skills as a Rhinetter, yeah? Do you remember, Nya? He always used to say, someday let's bring peace to the world with Rhinet.
Ferris, bring my coffee.
Nya nya.
I present my empty plate to Ferris. I always eat quickly. It's a habit I picked up naturally during my years on the run from the organization. Screw the slow food trend.
Sure thing, Master. Just a moment, Nya.
Ferris takes the dish and heads back to the counter. Alrighty, this episode is getting a little bit long, so I think I'm gonna pause here. Mostly because it's get to be a bit hard on my face to keep talking. And hopefully, by the time I start recording my next episodes, it will be better. Why am I in a cat-made cafe with a couple of weird idiots and goodbye.